Today we're talking about Persephone, who is the queen of the underworld. So she represents the sides of life that we can sometimes fear. Basically change, the unknown, and kind of darker emotions, right? Or more difficult emotions. And what she teaches us is how to navigate our way through them. So her story is that she's kidnapped and she's taken to the underworld. And that represents our kind of fear, shock, the trauma of when we first experience real loss or pain, or we see that darker underworld side of life. But she becomes the queen and she becomes a beacon of light to guide others. And the Persephones of this world often are the healers. They have a great capacity for the unknown, for the things that most people fear. And they have a real spiritual connectedness. And so through that, they can really guide others to navigate their own way through darkness. And what they're here to teach us is that firstly, the unknown is something that we can never escape and that we have to learn to embrace and find our way through. And also the same for our darker emotions, that again, the underworld is there, we can't escape it, we will be taken to it. And actually by listening to those emotions and embracing them and not running from them, we can actually become a beacon of light that guides our way through that darkness. So it's no longer something to be feared in the same way. So it's bringing that really great power by actually really looking and getting to know these emotions. That doesn't mean dwelling in them all the time, and Persephones do come up from the underworld for 6 months of the year. But it does mean allowing them their space, right? And allowing them their role in our lives. So EFT is really great for this because it's about clearing negative thoughts, feelings and beliefs. And how you do it is you get really honest about where you are at with that. So you don't try and skip that part and get straight into positive thinking. You actually naturally clear the negative thoughts, feelings and beliefs by first allowing them their voice, right? And connected to that is the second lesson that she's teaching us, which is about that we need that spiritual practice. She's about getting out of the kind of intricacies of our crazy busy minds and day-to-day lives that are kind of all over the place sometimes, and actually connecting to whatever it is that you believe in, whether it's your higher self, your kind of more wise, calm, centered self, or whether it's the universe or God. Whatever it is that gets you out of your like ego mind and into something that's a deeper wisdom, a deeper clarity, and connected to love, joy, peace, and all those great feelings. So she teaches us that we need to do that every day in order to stay really grounded in ourselves. So it's about meditation, EFT, yoga, just sitting quietly for 5 minutes a day, finding nature every day, whatever works for you. But we all need something that fosters our spiritual well-being, not just our physical well-being. So those are her lessons, but what are her kind of wounds? Well, Persephones they have such a strong tolerance for the unknown, the underworld, that it's almost like they can attract it to them because they can lack boundaries. They understand it, they're comfortable with it, they're okay with it. And so it just comes at them so much that they can become completely overwhelmed and disconnected from the world. So Persephones need to learn that just because they understand it, it doesn't mean that they have to take on all of the world's problems like a sponge, right? So it can be a little bit linked to a Demeter energy, but it would be, whereas Demeter is more nurturing, Persephone is more about kind of taking people that are in that darkness and helping them through it. So yeah, she needs to learn that actually she needs to protect herself. And so she, more than any of the goddesses really, needs to connect to the other goddess energies that are much more kind of in this world. Play with some kids, play with dogs, go for, do something practical like cooking, whatever it is that gets her back into this world. And also learning to say, right, okay, I don't need to step into this level of pain and drama, that actually I need to kind of also make sure I'm connecting with my joy. So there you go, that's Persephone. She's an amazing energy, and I'm grateful for the Persephone healers in the world. So So thank you. Bye.